Morning, dear students. Hope you are healthy and safe. Today we are going to do a very interesting story, and the name of the story is Nasruddin's Aim from Unit 3. So let's read and understand the story. Nasruddin's Aim. One day Nasruddin was chatting with his friends. He began to boast, "No one can match my skill in archery. I string the bow, take aim and shoot the arrow. The arrow is sure to hit right on target." Here, Nasruddin is the name of a person, and one day he was chatting with his friends. Chatting means talking in a friendly way. एक दिन वह अपने फ्रेंड से बात कर रहे थे. क्या कर रहे थे? He began to boast. Boast means act of talking with pride. जब हम किसी बात को लेकर घमंड करते हैं, प्राउड करते हैं, अपनी बढ़ाई करते हैं, खुद को बार बार एडमायर करते हैं, उसको कहते हैं बोस्ट करना. तो what Nasruddin was boasting about? That no one can match my skill in archery. Archery means shooting with a bow and arrow. String means a thin thread tied in the bow. Nasruddin is exaggerating up that he is very good at archery. He takes the aim and shoots arrow and it directly hit on the target. Hearing this, one of his friends immediately brought a bow and some arrows. Giving them to Nasruddin, he said, "Here, Nasruddin, take this bow and arrows." Then pointing towards a target, he said, "Aim at that target and shoot an arrow." Hearing this, one of his friends brought a bow and some arrows for Nasruddin. He showed the target to Nasruddin and told him to shoot arrow at the target and prove himself correct. तो उसके जो फ्रेंड ने उसको बो और एरो ला कर दिया और कहा कि इसको शूट करो टारगेट पे और अपने आप को करेक्ट प्रूव करो. मीन्स दैट no one can beat you. You are very good at archery, you said. So prove yourself. Archery means धनुष बाण चलाने की जो विद्या होती है ना, उसको आर्चरी बोलते हैं. Nasruddin held the bow in his hands, strung it, aimed at the target and shot an arrow. The arrow didn't hit the target. Instead, it fell down somewhere in the middle. Ha ha ha! His friends started laughing. They said, "Hey, Nasruddin, is this aim?" "Oh no, not at all," said Nasruddin, defending. Now, Nasruddin tried to shoot the arrow at the target, but it didn't hit the target. टारगेट पे लगा नहीं उसका एरो. इंस्टेड बल्कि क्या हुआ? Instead, it fell down somewhere in the middle. Now, seeing Nasruddin failing at shooting the arrows, his friends started making fun of him. Now, he tried to protect himself. तब नसरुद्दीन ने अपने आप को डिफेंड किया, मीन्स प्रोटेक्ट किया फ्रॉम हिज फ्रेंड्स हु वॉज मेकिंग फन ऑफ हिम. This was not my aim. It was Azad's aim. I just showed you how Azad shoots an arrow. Saying this, Nasruddin picked up another arrow. Once again, he strung the bow, aimed at the target and shot the arrow. This time, the arrow fell a little further from where it had fallen before. Now, Nasruddin said, what did Nasruddin say? He said that I was trying to show you how Azad shoots an arrow at the target. It was not at all the way I shoot an arrow. Now, Nasruddin took the arrow and strung the bow and shot at the target again. And this time also, the arrow didn't hit the target. But it certainly did not hit the target. They asked Nasruddin, and this must be how you shoot an arrow. Of course not, argued Nasruddin. Even this aim was not mine. It was the chief guard's aim. Now somebody remarked, well, now who is next on the list? Now this time his friends again makes fun of him and said, this must be how you shoot an arrow. So Nasruddin said that this was the chief guard's aim. He was again and again taking the names of other persons in order to save himself from his friends over making fun of his failure. Hearing this, all the friends burst out laughing. Nasruddin didn't say a word. He quietly picked up one more arrow and again, and this time Nasruddin was really lucky. The arrow hit right on the target. Someone among his friends asked Nasruddin that who is next on his list. Now, when one of his friends asked this question, all other his friends burst into laughter. सारे के सारे friends उसके हंसने लग गए. And again Nasruddin kept quiet and took one more arrow, and this time Nasruddin was really lucky. The third time Nasruddin tried to shoot at the target. It really hit right on the target. Everybody stared at Nasruddin, their mouths agape in amazement. Before anyone could say anything, Nasruddin said triumphantly, did you see that? It was my aim. A gap means with your जब आपका मुंह पूरा का पूरा खुला रह जाता है कई बार अमेजमेंट से सरप्राइज से ओके विद योर माउथ वाइड ओपन एज इन वंडर इसको बोलते हैं अ गैप ओके एंड अमेजमेंट मीन्स विद ग्रेट सरप्राइज ट्रायम्फेंटली विक्टोरियस जब हम जीत की खुशी मनाते हैं सेलिब्रेटिंग विक्ट्री ओके So now all of his friends were surprised with their mouth open, and then Nasruddin said with pride that it was my aim. This is how I shoot, and that is how the story ended. Okay, children? So children, do you think Nasruddin was good at archery? Yes. No, he was not. Instead, he shot the aim by chance. Okay, children, hope you enjoyed the story and understood the difficult words within the story. Thank you very much.